This is my last week of spring in Stardew Valley for the first year, so let's jump right in. Day 1, I woke up and watered my plants, then pet my chickens. Then I cleared out all the rocks and brush I could. I didn't have my axe because Clint was upgrading it, so the branches would have to wait to be cleared. I got 4 wild seeds, then I ate some berries so I could plant them. Then I headed to the mines, stopped on the way to eat some food. I entered on level 45, then exited when I hit level 50. I tried to hurry home since it was after midnight, but I barely made it into the farm before falling asleep, which I was super glad I made it inside because no one would steal my stuff, and I would just get a bill from the clinic. Day 2. I emptied all the stuff I got from the mines the night before, then I watered my plants. I petted my chickens like I did yesterday, checked my mail, then headed into town with some stuff. I dropped some stuff off at the community center, some fish and other stuff. Then I went to Clint's and collected my axe. I also broke a few geodes there. I also decided to upgrade my pickaxe to copper. I went home, put some stuff in the cell box, then I chopped these big logs as I smelted a few iron bars. I went down to Marty's and fished for a bit and sold some of the fish and headed to bed. I also got some river jelly, which is going to be useful in the future. I leveled up my foraging that night and it was level 5, so I got to choose a new ability. I chose this one because I picked up a lot of freebies and it would be good to have to get a chance to get an extra. So that's really cool. Day 3, I woke up, harvested some parsnips, and watered the rest of the plants. I went inside my coop to pet the chickens and realized I had been neglecting eggs this entire time. Then I headed to the mini center and dropped some fish and other things off, finishing a bundle. And I got a cool charcoal maker. I went home, collected mayonnaise, and put some more eggs in the machines, and I put some stuff in the cell box. When the mayonnaise finished, I put them in the cell box, then headed into town to fish. Fished at the river for a bit, then headed home with all my stuff, watched some TV, and went to bed. Day 4, I did my daily chores in the morning, then headed into town because this book guy was here. I looked at the books he had, which would give me cool new skills, but I decided not to buy one because I was saving money so I could upgrade my pickaxe to silver once it finished upgrading to copper. My pickaxe was done, so I headed to Clint's and had to sell a few things because I was 200 short, but I got enough money and he started to work on it. I put some more stuff in the community center, then went home collecting my mayonnaise and put it in the cell box. I went fishing down my Marty's and went to bed around 1 a.m. I leveled up my fishing to level 5 and got the 25% boost on selling fish because I fished a lot more than I would be doing the trappers, so I thought it was a good investment. Day 5, I did all my morning daily chores and harvested a cauliflower. I took the cauliflower to the community center and completed a bundle, unlocking the friendship bundle thing. I went down to the beach and collected the freebies and sold them to Willie. Then I bought a crab pot so I could finish a community center little bundle that I had already gotten almost everything for except this one thing that could only be attained from the crab pot. I did some odd things from there. I bought 5 copper, fished for a bit at the river in town. I headed home collecting the mayonnaise and put it into the cell box while I waited for the copper to melt. I chopped some trees and headed to bed to finish day 5. Day 6. It was raining and I completely forgot I didn't have any hay to feed my chickens, so I bought some from Marty's not before fishing while I waited for her shop to open. I fed the chickens and collected mayonnaise. Then I went to the community center, dropping some stuff off, and then I headed to Clint's. My silver pickaxe was finished, so I went to the mines to test it out. I went from level 50 to 60, collecting lots of stuff, made it home before I passed out, then I went to bed. Day 7, the final day of spring. I sorted out my inventory and harvested some crops. I didn't bother watering them because they would just dry out the next day. I grabbed some things I needed from the community center and finished a bundle. Then I went home to put some iron in the furnaces. Then I went to the beach for a bit. I caught 1 fish, then headed home. I chopped some trees as I waited for my iron to smelt, and I continued doing that until it was almost the end of the day. I leveled up my farming to level 4 that night, then I logged off. This was my last week of my first spring in Stardew Valley. I hope you enjoyed. If you missed any of the other episodes, there will be a playlist link at the end of the video, along with video recommendations. I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day and click one of these.